Hi, it's Monique, the work from home mogul. I'm going to give you some tips about crowdfunding to start your business or to get money for your business. And our special guest today is Nervesa.
What's happening? What's going on?
You can put a campaign together to start raising money for whatever you need in your business. And that way you don't have to take out a loan or go into debt to get it going. So stay tuned. Crowdfunding is not a GoFundMe. It is not a charity page where people donate. This is a business fundraiser where people contribute. They do not donate. And they get something for their contribution, usually. They can just put a monetary contribution with no reward, but you have to pick rewards, whether it be a product or service within your business if you're already existing, or just some future thing that's gonna happen, event tickets, experiences, anything that has value. You can have a whole list of rewards so that you can get to your funding goal. And I've used Kickstarter, I've used Indiegogo, and I've used I Fund Women. Kickstarter needs to be an original idea. It can't be something that's been done before. You can't have two of the same crowdfunding campaigns for the same product. It is something that you set up where you have a goal, say it $1,000 or $10,000, and you don't get the money unless you hit that goal. So it's pretty stressful. They give you a time limit. Actually, you pick a time limit, and then you have to make that money before it's over, or you get absolutely nothing. And then once you hit your goal and the campaign is over, it'll take a few days to process, and you get one lump sum in your bank account minus their transaction fee. Indiegogo is a similar crowdfunding platform. They charge a 5% fee, which I believe is a little bit higher than Kickstarter, but you don't have to hit the entire goal to get the money. I don't really remember. I opened my Indiegogo after my Kickstarter was over so that the people that didn't make it by the deadline or just kept telling me that they would support had somewhere to go. This was before I had a website. I just remember it being much easier to get it started than Kickstarter. Kickstarter required a lot of information. And also Kickstarter did not let me do gift cards. It had to be something physical to ship in the mail, which you have to take into consideration the shipping fees, packaging, and all this, minus the fee that they take out, which I didn't do. So at the end of the day, I had a little bit less money than I really wanted to get. I Fund Women is the last two crowdfunding campaigns that I have done. And I like it because very easy to set up, takes less than 5 minutes. They have a lot of coaching and a lot of ideas to help you, which they're trying to upsell you to do video and coaching with them. But they also have grants. So if they do choose your business for a grant, they could put a whole lot of money inside of your crowdfunding campaign. They're also very flexible about the end date. They're flexible about the goal, and you don't have to wait till the end of it to get the money. You connect Stripe, and basically when every order, any reward or supporter comes in, then you get the money in 24 hours or 2 to 3 business days or something. I will say that Kickstarter and Indiegogo were the first crowdfunding campaigns. They have a lot of volume. They have a huge database of people that support them. It is highly male. It is really marketable. So the people that have done millions of or hundreds of thousands of dollars in the crowdfunding campaigns have used them because you're just very visible and searchable. Whereas with I Fund Women, it's really grassroots. It's about who you know is going to support you. Unless you're doing marketing, unless you're doing ads, it's basically going to be the people that you know supporting your campaign. So if you have a modest goal of $1,000, $2,000, you can get this done. You can get this done quickly. So what do you need to do to just get yourself going on a crowdfunder? Before you take any photos and videos and all that, the first thing you need to do is start talking to people. Because you don't want to start talking to people out of nowhere once the campaign is up, like, hey, give me money. You want to start getting the ball rolling, emails, social media, just the idea. And also, it would be great, just like a business, to have a countdown of when this is going to be live. Also, with iFund Women, you do get a link where people can support before it goes public, which is good. It's good to get 1 or 2, just so it doesn't start out with 0. Deciding your funding goal is really important, and take in consideration the fees from the transactions and any shipping costs. When you outline what type of rewards that you're going to offer, you want something big where it's only a few, and then you want to work your way down. And also, you're going to accept monetary donations because some people just see that. Well, actually, it's required on all of them to have a monetary donation, even if you don't want to take it. Take the money. You can do the math with how many supporters do you need. For example, $20 each, 100 people would get you to $2,000. So for all of my campaigns, I've had a goal for 100 people to support me. You need a good photo of yourself and a story behind why you're doing this. You need to outline why you're raising X amount of money and what it's going to be used for. Just having a great video explaining this is perfect, but also having a graphic with text is important. Now, you want to outline it in a way of, this is the company, this is the background, this is the products, this is what you're getting. And it's good to have more photos than text because people don't read. The more graphics, the better. Just having enough for people to keep scrolling. Some people want a lot of information, some people want none. But if you just have a good amount where people can just take what they need, I think that's better. So you got a start date, you got an end date, and you have a goal to reach by that date. I know some of you probably aren't women, so maybe you're not going to use iFund Women. Anyway, you have the flexibility to move the end date. They really allow you to just procrastinate, but they allow you to go over your funding goals. So if people say they're going to support and just keep missing the deadline, you have a way for them to go to it where it doesn't say closed and then they're not allowed to get the reward or to contribute the money. Your individual messages are the most important thing. Yes, you want to start before you even launch the campaign. Have it out there, what's going to be happening, what gifts they can get them interested in the gifts by just explaining different ones and what the experience and product is going to be like. But the individual messages, once the campaign launches, is really important. It's said that you gotta reach a person 7 times for them to pull the trigger on a sale, or in this case, a contribution. So they might see it on your story, see it on a post, see it in social media, maybe they'll get an email, but really it's the direct message through social media, a phone call, a text message. I like to use WhatsApp because you're able to send more video and photo in there. It's across the board. Any type of cell phone can get it easily. Some people prefer text messages, but just being organized. If you have a goal of 100 people, then you want to contact 200 people. You really want to make sure you know who replied back, that they will take a look at it and that they'll help out, so that you can reach out to them a few days later. And don't feel like you're bothering people. Ask them, do you need a reminder? Because a lot of people, this is not like the priority on their mind. They need a reminder. And it's okay to say, hey, the deadline is coming up. Just wanted to give you a friendly reminder. So if you want to start your business without credit card debt, taking a loan, or if you want to start a new product without disrupting your cash flow, I highly recommend crowdfunding campaigns. You can see the link to mine in below. Support if you wish, if it's still ongoing, or go over to my website to give these new products a try. Now let's hear from Nervessa. Oh my God, how did you even deal with not being able to get the money if you didn't reach the entire goal the first time? I was so nervous for my Kickstarter. I was like, if I don't make this goal, I don't get anything. That did put a little fire under me to really make sure that I got to the 100 supporter mark. I think it was around 80 something where I hit my goal, but I did keep going, and I asked people to just put $1 in. I said, I want to get to 100 because I made that goal in the beginning, and I said, you know what, why not? Like, they'll put $1 in. Some people actually did put in $1. Oh my God, you've had to go through this same thing like 3 times. It was very rewarding to hit the goal the first time. The second one, I didn't hit the goal, but I did get enough money that I needed to get the next product. And the crowdfunding that I'm doing right now is the first in several years, because this is the first time I've really needed to get more money to make a bigger investment. So what happens if you don't make all the money? Are you going to go bankrupt and have to live on the streets? Everything will be fine if you just have a plan and work that plan. Thanks, Nervessa. Thanks, Work From Home Bodies, for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell for the notification, and we'll see you then. Bye. I'm feeling stressed, and I'm not even the one doing the Kickstarter.